Hello everyone, and welcome to our update on July 7th, 2024. So, starting off with our UKV, today we saw some slow moving downpours over many areas of the country, especially in the east and south, and also in parts of Midlands. And tonight they're dying off, and through into tomorrow morning we will see skies clearing off, with the best of the clear spells in the south. And tomorrow morning, we'll see showers forming in many areas of the Midlands, West and North. These will be lighter and more scattered than those from today and yesterday and so on. And into the evening, we will see this area of rain pushing up then from the south, bringing rain. Now, this rain will turn heavy at times overnight into Tuesday morning, especially again in the east and south. And this rain will move northwards up the eastern half of the country into Tuesday morning. Tuesday is a thoroughly wet day in the east, with heavy areas of rain moving in there, and this rain will actually move into Ulster, especially in the afternoon, and possibly also into East Connacht. And that rain does linger there for a while into Wednesday morning there, a very wet spell for the east and north. Into Wednesday we see a brighter day with a few showers around. Still cloudy and damp in the north though. And Thursday, this shower rain comes back southwards, gets a bit drizzly and showery, and then into Friday we are drier but partly cloudy. So temperature forecast is like this. So with that. Anyway, into tonight we'll see low temperatures of around 8 to 11 degrees. And tomorrow morning into the afternoon, we see a day that is warmer than recent days, highs of around 15 to 20 degrees, highest in Munster. Into tomorrow night, Tuesday morning, a mild night courtesy of the rain, before into Tuesday itself, a chilly day, again courtesy of the rain, especially in Midlands, east and north, highs there of 12 to 15 Celsius, elsewhere in west and south, 15 to 17. Into the evening on Tuesday to Wednesday morning, again a mild start, quite cloudy. Wednesday afternoon, again, where it's cloudy and damp in the north and northeast, highs of 12 to 14, elsewhere 15 to possibly 20 locally in parts of the southeast. Thursday morning starts chilly in Munster, clearer skies there, milder elsewhere, and Thursday afternoon is dismal because it's cloudy, highs of only 11 to 14 or 15. And into Friday starts chilly in Midlands, and day afternoon 14 to 19 north to south. Here is the NAO index observed and forecasted. So here's what's happening with the NAO. A brief bump in the NAO coming up next week. That's probably courtesy of the Azores High ridging in towards the end of the week there. Then it collapses, so I'm actually a bit concerned now, as I thought I'd be about this mid-July warm-up. You know that we saw the ECM earlier forecast, long-range forecast, going for a proper high-pressure fest from mid-July onwards. Let's see how that compares with GFS, ECM, GEM, UKMet, ICON and Arpege. So GFS 12 says first of all, again we see same as a showery day. Tomorrow though, this low to our south will get going, and it will come northwards on Tuesday, bringing an area of rain with it, especially in the east and north, prolonged rainfall there. Wednesday it clears eastwards to bring a dry day, but with a few showers, also still damp in the north. Thursday, Friday, we see the Azores trying to come in there. Still showery though, it's quite a weak ridge. Into the weekends and beyond that, well, we sort of see things breaking down. By next Sunday and Monday, we're seeing the Atlantic returning. So briefly warmer and drier spell with a weak ridge, and then after that we go westerly until we get to around July 20th, when again we get another ridge from southwest there. I don't know. That is like that would be summer if it happens, but I've seen too many times where we've seen somewhere in the future, but it just falls apart. It's kind of like in the winter, where we keep seeing in the longer range some blocking forming and like cold northerlies, easterlies, whatever it is all phantom stuff. It never actually materializes. like these warm spells that we're seeing in the future. It's just like that, guys. Anyway, so here is the ECM. ECM again, we see that low coming up there from the south. Quite a deep blow there with the ECM, so heavy rain with that, and probably more widespread too. Actually, let's look at the precipitation forecast. It is a bit more widespread, I think, and heavier as well. It's heavier as well on the ECM, heavy rain there. Moving on to, so we keep going with the ECM, deep low, with Wednesday being quite a blustery day, and Thursday is quite cloudy and showery. Next Friday, Saturday, that high stays about west. We see a bit showery and a bit cool, with the wind in from the northeast. Well, I say cool, just a bit chilly, especially on the east coast there, but I think inland quite warm and sunshine. Then beyond that, into the following week, again we see the low coming through, and we just go wetter. Although not as bad as GFS in the fact that we do have this ridge to our south, which hopefully would return us to something nicer beyond that. But it's so fickle. I don't know. Anyway, moving on to the GEM. Again, that low comes up there from the south to bring rain, especially to the east and north. Beyond that, into end of the week, we go cloudy for a time before again the high tries to come in. It does nicely. So nicely, I mean better than the other run so far, which isn't that great. And then either way, by next Monday, we are going into a showery phase with low coming in there. That can be a bit slack and quite thundery. Slack pressure gradient. It's quite warm actually. Could be a thundery spell with that. So moving on then to the UK Met run. Again, we see that low coming up there from the south, bringing blustery winds and heavy rain. That's actually quite a deep low there. And then into the end of the week again, the Azores High comes in. It's a ridge. It kind of breaks away from the Azores High itself. There's a low down to the southwest. And then we end up by next Sunday with a high pressure to our northwest, a low to our east and south. So kind of temperatures about average and a bit showery. It's a strange pattern this, but it's a bit better than most of the summer so far. Here's the icon run. So again, up comes that low from the south. Not as deep with that one. And then into the end of the week, we see that high building in, and we, again, like the UK Met run, there's a high to the northwest, but a low to our south and east. It's very, it's kind of hard to pinpoint. It's hard to pinpoint what happened, but I'd say it'd be cloudiest in the north and east with the onshore winds, and any sunshine will be best in the Midlands, west and south. It's that sort of pattern. Also a few showers possible. Moving on to the arpege. Again, arpege with this low coming up there from the south. Especially rain to the east and south. You'd think that the rain would be a bit more widespread given how the low is just over the Irish Sea. Let's check the icon forecast for precipitation. Okay, so Tuesday. I mean, actually, I'm not sure is that different from the ECM. Either way, if you're in the east on Tuesday, just get ready for a washout. I think is the best story, and in the north anyway. And then into the end of the week, yeah, we see that low clearing to the east, but it's taking a while for this ridge to build in behind it because that low is kind of staying. It's not moving away. There's nothing to really move it. It's sort of stuck there. It's got high to the west, to the north, and to the east. It's kind of stuck that low. Also, the jet is up here, so it's not got any. It's not getting any push from that. Also, the fact that the jet stream here is going northwards helps the ridge build here, and the fact that there's nothing to move that just kind of holds it there. If you see what I mean. Everyone, thanks for watching. I'll see you, Amarak, and Slangful.